I would certainly hope so. You know, it's definitely a challenge to the way that things are done currently, and people get so hung up on IP and commercialization and keeping things locked down to make money off of it. I've always thought, like, if you have to be that secretive, then the thing, whether it's a product or whatever, clearly isn't good enough to be viable and have a lot of uptake on its own without that protection, right? So I think it's just like how becoming a certified B Corp actually now exists because of a couple key drivers like Patagonia and different organizations that really prioritize that. I think we'll see the same thing come again, where it's hard to say whether it'll just remain open source, but I really genuinely do think things will switch towards a more consultative approach to the economy as a whole. I mean, I'm not an economist. There's no way I can speak to the economy at all. But from what I've seen, I think it will stay. I mean, people have seen how productive we can be as a whole when we collaborate instead of compete. I think you can't ignore those lessons going forward. I think it's a little bit more difficult for me to see something like that in the industry I'm in because it is selling products and that kind of things. And there is IP that makes a difference between, you know, one printer and another. But I mean, at the same time, we've seen that the whole hobby realm of 3D printing just absolutely take off. And you see the level of advancement that these guys are doing when it's, you know, a hobby versus I see the level of advancement that we've seen from our printers as a business. And it's like, okay, no, maybe you guys should look at outsourcing some more stuff and crowdsourcing more stuff, because you get, it's again, back to that TRP ethos. You get so many different opinions and so many different ideas from so many different walks of life that, you know, you're bound to come up with ideas that are more productive and better than if you're still sticking in your focus group.